Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, we have rain changing over to showers already. In fact, we do have rain right now over in Klamath Falls, right now over Ashland and Medford. And we do have a little bit of a break, and it might be dry right now over in Grants Pass. But you can see all the activity moving from the southwest towards the north and the east. In fact, on the latest frame, pretty much right over the Rogue Valley is where the peak of the rain is, because out towards Brookings, it's pretty speckly out there at this particular point. So in that sense, we're already seeing the showers transitional along the Oregon coast, and further off towards the west, nothing really all that organized, but this area, this cluster of clouds, is going to be an organized band of showers that'll move through later tomorrow. We'll get into that in a little bit, but tonight's forecast, mid-30s east of the Cascades, right around 40 degrees for the Shasta Valley, and mid-40s along the Rogue Valley. Now, for along the Oregon coast, we'll be looking at low 50s as well. So we're going to be seeing that rain changing over to showers for tonight. Plenty of showers throughout the day for tomorrow. Temperatures into the low 40s east side. 46 for Mount Shasta, 52 for Wairika, a couple degrees warmer for Medford and for Brookings as well. Now, highlights we're going to be looking at for this week. We're going to be looking at the heaviest rain will essentially be in the Mount Shasta area and along the Oregon coast as we go through several systems throughout this week. Now, we're going to be looking at minor flooding being possible in those same locations, and we could be looking at falling rocks, especially along the Oregon coast. Now, one other thing is going to be the snow levels be fairly high throughout the week. They can range from about 4,500 to 6,500 feet. They'll briefly get to about 4,500 feet when we get towards, say, Wednesday night and into Thursday night. For the most part, though, they're going to be above 5,000 feet. Now, rainfall totals for today, light amounts east of Cascades. But look at Mount Shasta City, almost 1.25 inches since midnight earlier tonight, and about 1.27 inches over for Crescent City, and Brookings was right around 1.25 inches as well. Now, a rainfall forecast through tomorrow afternoon. Heaviest rain will stay along Mount Shasta region and for the Oregon coast and the Coast Range, generally looking at about 1 to 3 inches. For the Cascades in the Illinois Valley, about 1/2 inch to 2 inches, depending, of course, on elevation. For the Rogue and Shasta Valleys, we could be looking at 1/10 to 1/2 inch, and most of that rain, the heavier rain, will actually be into the Shasta Valley. East side, we'll be looking at that same amount as well. So we'll keep with the showers for tonight. That rain actually is quickly changing over to showers. We'll keep the showers throughout the day for tomorrow. We'll see some clearing as well. We get towards later in the day tomorrow, closer towards sunset, that's when we'll start seeing that organized band of showers move through the region and pushing from the west towards the east. Now, Tuesday morning, it's actually going to be pretty nice. We might still see a few showers in the region. If we get any clearing, we could see some patchy fog. Other than that, Tuesday looks to be pretty dry. Now, once we get towards Tuesday night, next system moves into the area. The rain will start along the Oregon coast. We get towards the area on Wednesday morning. We're looking at pretty widespread rain, and that's when that snow level could come down to about 4,500 feet. So we could be looking at some snow east of the Cascades for Wednesday afternoon. So we're going to keep with the rain threat for the next couple of days, and then by the time we get to Tuesday, that's when we're going to have a little bit of a break, and we're going to keep a pretty active pattern where we're going to have rain, showers, a brief little break, and kind of the same scenario for most of the week. So our next system moves in on Wednesday, giving us the rain changing over to showers. Thursday, we get a little bit of break. We might still see some remnant showers, but by the time we get towards Friday, we're going to start seeing warmer air move in from the south, so we're going to be looking at some drying, but that drying may not really get full-fledged until we get towards Sunday of this coming weekend. So it's going to be a pretty nice weekend overall. So here's your 7-day forecast for the Oregon coast. Temperatures staying into the 50s for the next several days, but we bump up into the low 60s early as we get towards next weekend, or this coming weekend. Northern California temperatures into the low 50s for the next several days. Tuesday should be dry. Thursday could very well end up being dry as well, with rain again by Friday and Saturday. Klamath Basin, we'll be looking at that snow threat again once we get towards the latter part of the week. It's not still going to be very significant at all, but we could be looking at that, especially once we get towards Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. Cascades, rain and snow throughout the week. We'll see varying snow levels like I was talking about before, but the snow levels come way up by the time we get to Friday. They could be about 8,000 feet at that time. For the Rogue Valley, temperatures will stay pretty mild, and then we get really warm by the time we get towards the weekend. Could be looking at low 60s, maybe even mid 60s by Sunday.